All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to, what is today? Today is Thursday, the 18th of May. Welcome to our Facebook Live Town Hall event. And it's been a while since we've had one of these events, I think it is. And, but today's been a great day so far. Sergeant Major and I just came from our very first newcomers brief, I guess, where we welcomed over 30 new employees to the Garrison and just gave them an opportunity to see how the Garrison operates, see that they're not just an individual entity, but they're actually one team on here in Redstone. And so it's great to be able to meet and greet them, and hopefully you'll be able to do the same as you go out and about each and every day when you come to the Garrison. So, but today, as promised, we are still doing our traveling road shows, and today we are at the links. We are sitting on the south side of the one of the two 18-hole courses here called Warrior. I believe Patriot's on the other side.
Correct.
And but to kind of open us up today as we start talking about this is Mr. Gary Hott. He's the General Manager and Director of Golf at the links. And so I want to turn it over to you, sir, just to kind of give us what it is about here that makes it special.
Sounds good. Well, thank you for coming today. Give us a chance to promote the golf course. Like Colonel said, we have 236 holes here. The original golf course is on the north side of Golf Road. It's the Patriot course, and the one behind us here is the Warrior golf course. They're a little bit different. The front nine of Warrior is a little bit more of a links style. It doesn't play that much like links, but it doesn't have a lot of trees on it, so we call it links style. We have two putting greens for you to practice on. One putting green matches the Patriot grass, and the other putting green matches the Warrior grass. We do have a driving range, which anybody can come and use, just buy buckets of balls. We do have loaner clubs you can use. You can take a lesson, get club fitting. Which brings us to the golf shop. If you order clubs here, we match every discount store price here in the golf shop. There is no tax on the arsenal, and that can save you 9%. So if you buy a $1,000 set of clubs, obviously it could be good bit of savings. We also have an 18-hole foot golf course, which is played with a soccer ball, and obviously the hole is much bigger than a golf hole. It'll fit a soccer ball. There's 18-foot golf holes on the front nine of the Warrior golf course, which is the 9 holes. So on each par 3, there's 1-foot golf hole. On the par 5s, there's 3-foot golf holes. And on par 4s, the golf par 4s, there's 2-foot golf holes. So we have a scorecard. We have junior rates for that. You have to be at least 5 years old, but 5 to 12 is $5 for foot golf, and over 12 is $10. So if you have a team or you'd like to come out and try a foot golf, we've had quite a bit of foot golfers this spring, so it's a nice thing to do. We also have a restaurant here called the Wheaton Mountain Grill. It's open Tuesday through Sunday. Basically from 10:30 to 2 is our hours right now. We can do some evening events sometimes, but mainly our main hours are 10:30 to 2. That's kind of our amenities. As far as who can play here, we get this question all the time. If you can get to the golf course, you can play here. So any association with the Arsenal that gets you through the gate, you're welcome to come and play. If you do not have an affiliation with the Arsenal, you're welcome to stop at the Gate 9 Visitor Center. They will issue you a recreational pass. They'll run a quick background check, issue a recreational pass. It's good for 1 year, which lets you come in at gates 8, 9, and 10. And you come right to the golf course and just play it like any other golf course. New golfers. We welcome new golfers. We do have loaner clubs. We don't charge you anything for them. So if you want to come hit some balls in the driving range, just buy a bucket of balls. We'll loan you clubs. In the process right now of planning some free introductory golf clinics for new golfers. So stay tuned to the MWR Facebook page. We'll announce those. Be like an hour clinic. which we give you the background so you don't feel intimidated about being on a golf course. Some people, when they come to a golf course, the grass on the greens is cut like 1/8 of an inch. So some people are intimidated to walk on it, think it's fake. So come out here, we'll give you a tour, let you hit some balls, learn a little bit about golf, make you feel comfortable when you come back. On Wednesdays, we do have a ladies' league. If you're a lady golfer new to the area, maybe would like to play on our ladies' league, you can contact the golf shop here, and we will put you in contact with the Ladies Association, and they'll welcome you with open arms. Get to come and have a good time. We do offer annual passes for the golf course too. If you play more than once a week, I suggest you buy an annual pass. It will save you money in the long run, but definitely take advantage of that. We have a new superintendent started last March. He's been here a little over a year. He's done a fantastic job on the course. Greens and fairways are in excellent condition. We're working on some other fringe items to make the course a little bit more playable. So I think you'd really enjoy it. Through the week, we're open 8 to 7, and Saturday and Sunday it's 7:30 to 7. Just one couple last things. We had to have our next tournament on July 1st. It's the red, white, and blue tournament. It's a 4-person scramble, so sign up in advance for that. Our opening day event a couple months ago filled up. We had to turn people away, so sign up early for the 4th of July event. It's actually held on Saturday, July 1st, but we call it the red, white, and blue. But thank you, Colonel, for letting me go over this, and I appreciate it.
Oh, well, no, appreciate all the information you provided. I just want to make sure we let everybody know this is open to the public, right?
Correct.
And so part of it is if you can get a recreation pass here on the installation, by all means come over, see Gary and the team, come out and play some golf. But there is ways for everybody in the community to come out here and experience both Patriot and Warrior golf. And so hopefully everybody will take advantage of that and spread the word. They really like to have the business. But as he also mentioned, this place does pack up really fast. So you got to be out here early to get your name on the list and go from there. So, but thank you, sir.
Thank you.
So.
Appreciate it.
All right. So moving on, I guess we have another great update that's going to happen here soon. Or actually, it's already in place. So it's been a while since we've had Colonel Wendy Gray from Fox Army Health Center here, but welcome back to the Garrison again, and looking forward to hear what you have to say.
Well, thank you. Good morning, Team Redstone, and thank you for the opportunity, Battle, to be over here and speak for a few moments. He's telling me to get my mic down.
Me too.
Is that better? Think he wants you to see my face. So a couple of quick highlights from Fox. Just know that we value the opportunity to service you and your family members, and we don't take it lightly. So one of the biggest challenges we've had across the organization since the implementation of MHS Genesis was our pharmacy wait times. And so I was able to share with my esteemed colleagues this morning that we are now down to a same-day turnaround for pharmacy prescriptions. I know previously we were up to at least 4 to 5 days turnaround time for prescriptions, but I'm happy to announce same-day scripts are available now. If you happen to come in the afternoon, you might have to wait until the following morning, but we definitely have a 24-hour turnaround time. So I think we did pretty well with that, Sergeant Major. What you think?
I think that's awesome.
Okay. Secondly, we did listen to you, and we are extending our hours back to 0730 to 1600 starting on the 5th of June. Again, 0730 to 1600 starting on the 5th of June. Just to make that timeline open a little bit better for you, for those who are trying to get in prior to going to work and getting the kids out of school to get appointments. So we have transitioned to that. We take pride in what we do, and we definitely take pride in providing the excellent customer service to you and your family members. So whatever myself and the team can do to assist you as you navigate your health care plans, please make sure that you let us know. That's all that I have right now from Fox, but I'll sit here for a while, Colonel Cozine, just to see if we have any questions that come up on the screen.
All right, thank you. Not seeing anything yet. I think we're good. But no, that's, for me personally, that's great, because it helps us help share the message that we are moving definitely in their direction. Any concerns or any conversation piece about are you starting to see an influx of more people as the gates have opened up and more people are coming back to work?
We have. We've definitely started seeing more people wanting to come in for face-to-face appointments, and we're definitely accommodating them. We have a couple of new providers that are coming on board. We have one who's been deployed, but she comes back on the 1st, so that will be 2 new providers that'll be an addition to the team. So looking forward to being able to share some of the wealth across the board. But yes, we've seen some additional foot traffic as well.
Okay. Any updates on MHS Genesis? Is it helping augment the call-in system as well? So
It is. Basically, right now, I know a lot of people have been concerned that they haven't had the opportunity to book online. Blame that on Wendy Gray. What I didn't want to happen is that we have a new system, then we have an influx of people trying to book appointments online and they book inappropriately. So I wanted to scale that back a little bit just to get the team up and running and get a little bit knowledgeable. We're going to do baby steps when it comes to the online booking, just to make sure I don't have Colonel Cozine who's booked into a PAP appointment. I don't think that will go well. So you will see some small glimpse of hope, maybe 1 or 2 appointments for each provider. So if you happen to go on there and you don't see any, it's probably because somebody has taken them up, but we are moving into that direction. And then along those lines, we're looking at implementing a script center that will be placed over at the PX, and that way if you have refills that you need to pick up and it's on a Saturday or a Sunday, guess what, you can go right over to the PX, do a little bit of shopping and pick up your medications from the script center. We're probably 9 months to a year from that happening, but that's definitely something that we're looking at as well.
So, can I add to that really quick? So I just want to kind of touch on the enormity of the task at hand, right? So you and your team transition both MHS Genesis and the pharmacy at the same time,
Cool.
right? And you guys have done a lot of work to get us to where we're at now. So I just want to thank you and your team for all the hard work and efforts in supporting our community. I know there's been a lot of feedback, but you guys have literally taken the task on and accomplished it, so I appreciate it.
Thanks, Sergeant Major. We appreciate it. And I tell the team all the time that feedback is a gift. And so we don't know what we need to work on and what we need to improve if our people don't tell us. Sometimes they yell a little bit louder than what we need them to, and they even come through you with the amazing ICE comments, but we definitely take them on and we try to make sure that we revamp it and do the right thing for our beneficiaries.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Wendy. This is a great update. If we hear anything else, we'll let you know, but look forward to you next time.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Battle. All right. So as we talked about the increase of the, what we see coming at Fox and the return to work, we do have some good news about what we've seen done here at the gates. We have made an effort to listen to everybody and try to understand that, gate operations is very, very key to successful access to the gate and also getting at the end of the day. So we just want to continue to emphasize that, gate 10, we did open up and it's extended hours now. It is from 05:30 and up until 2100 or 9 o'clock at night. Really, this is to help out a lot of the folks who want to use the bowling alley. We've listened to some of the comments there, and I think that was great. And that's Monday through Friday only, though. And then we've also extended the hours at gate 3 as well. I believe from 05:30 until I think it's almost 2100
Right.
on gate 3 as well. So allow some of the accommodation on the south end of the base. But please continue to let us know. We still are encouraging some of our commuters to continue using gate 7. But we also like you to, if you still find that backup on gate 7, there's gate 9 and gate 10 respectively to help kind of offload some of those areas. And then as you see events happening, please let us know so we can continue to coordinate to make sure you have best access as we do, because we are changing some of our policies just a little bit to make sure we're in line with how you get access to the base. Especially for a lot of the recreational events that are happening with the MWR. And we want to make sure everybody has access to the base, and we'll make sure that information is posted out there. If you have any additional questions about that one, we have Mr. Reinwald come up here showing as a point of contact, but we can also go through our PAO, and we'll make sure to get that information out there as well. But it's great to see everybody coming back to work. Please just let us know how we can make things better. We'll continue to try to do it within the realms of the possibility, and we'll continue to go from there. But, Sergeant Major, I've talked a lot. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, team. So good morning. Obviously, we're going into the really busy time of the year, so we have a lot of things going on. We have some big observances coming up over the next few months. So buckle up and get ready and get out there. May is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. We should have a graphic to show for that. No? No graphic? All right. Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders have served with honor and distinction, and their courage and selfless service will inspire generations to come. Also this month is Memorial Day. There is a Memorial Day run that Huntsville is putting on that I will be attending, so that should be a really good time. But Memorial Day is a day of national recognition to honor the military men and women who gave their lives in defense of our nation and its values. There are multiple events held in the area to commemorate Memorial Day. As I mentioned earlier, I will be attending the Cotton Row run to commemorate all those who died in defense of our nation. The month of June is Army Heritage Month, and we have a really big party planned for it coming up, centered around the Army birthday. This is a great time to commemorate every single soldier who has served in the U.S. Army for the past 248 years, and the past 2 centuries has seen countless battlefields shared between a diverse group of people fighting for the same cause, and really that's where we draw our strength, right? Unity of effort, coming together as Americans to defend our nation. The love and respect for America and the Constitution and all American people. We will never forget your sacrifice and dedication. All right, then moving on, we have a very special event to celebrate the Army birthday, as I previously mentioned. It will be Saturday, June 10th from 5 to 9 p.m. in the Redstone Gateway on Rideout Road. The event will feature a cruising car show, so I know a lot of you guys out there have really nice cars. You should definitely bring them to the car show and show them off and show off all the work. We'll have craft vendors, food truck row, sponsors, alley and music will be out there, as well as fireworks and some other fun things for you and your family. 15-minute fireworks show, as I mentioned, will cap off the evening, and who doesn't love fireworks? I mean, come on now. This is the 3rd annual Army birthday celebration in Redstone Gateway, and I can't wait to attend it. This will be my first one, so I'm super excited. In the middle of June is a Juneteenth National Independence Day, which recognizes the formal extension of the liberties enumerated in the Declaration of Independence to Black Americans whose freedom and dignity were so long denied. To close out Army Heritage Month, the surrounding area celebrates Armed Forces Celebration Week from Monday 26 June through Friday 30 June. There's going to be some great events out there in the public as well. The first one is a concert in the park, downtown Huntsville at Big Spring Park. You'll have the opportunity to enjoy music from Fort Benning's Maneuver Center of Excellence. They always put on a good show, so if you haven't seen them before, get out there and enjoy what they have to offer. And then another great event that I'm looking forward to is the Redstone Arsenal Leadership versus Community Leader softball game at the Trash Panda Stadium on Tuesday, June 27th, and I think we're going to crush it, and we're going to take that home, so I'm super excited for that. But really, I think it's back over to you, sir, because I've also spoken a lot now.
All right. Hey, so I'm looking forward to all these events. Please, if you're part of the Heritage Month or any of these activities, please share your stories. Help embrace the activities out there, because they're very, very important to kind of show and support the diversity that makes up who we are as a nation, as we are as an Army. So please support these events. I really do look forward to you all being out here for the Army celebration, the 248th. So it's going to be unique. Again, it'll be my first one here, and I've heard it's a show that you do not want to miss. But hey, we also have another unique event that's going on here. I did not realize this. It's National Bike Month for the month of May. And so we have a very special guest, Miss Janie Murnick from the National Marshall Space Flight Center here is going to talk about a very unique event that she came by. We talked about bringing it back to the installation after this couple-year hiatus. And so, Jane, over to you.
Thank you, Colonel, for this opportunity to speak this morning during May's National Bike Month. I'm Jane Murnick, and I work for the Boeing Company and support NASA's International Space Station. My office is at Marshall, and I'm really grateful for the extended hours at Gate 10. Thank you, because that's my favorite gate for bike commuting. And I do bike commute. In fact, today, I live downtown, and I led 2 or 3 riders to into the base today, and we came through Gate 10. Worked great, and mostly, I think these were all NASA employees. We rode in this morning, and I will lead a small group tomorrow too, just to show people how easy it is to ride to work. It is National Bike Ride to Work Week, and tomorrow is National Bike Ride to Work Day. And so you could meet me at the 5 Points Star Market on Pratt Avenue at 6:45 a.m., and I will show you how easy it is to ride to work at Redstone or Marshall. So we usually come in Gate 10, but Gate 8 and 10 are very convenient to accessing Redstone from Huntsville, and you get right in and get on this Redstone bike path. There's a bike ped path, which has finally been repaved this year very nicely, and thank you. It's really smooth. It's nice. It was a very bumpy shape for the past, well, as long as I can remember, and I understand it was originally paved in the 70s. I'm sure it hasn't been repaved since then, but over part of an old railroad line, and it actually parallels Goss Road, comes right through here past the golf links, and it goes around the mountain, and it goes west then, right past the Sparkman and the Von Braun office centers, and right straight into Marshall Space Flight Center. And now a lot of people from Marshall take that route into work. So I also hear that Gate 7 on Martin Road West is becoming a popular bike commuting gate, because Huntsville has expanded west, and wide shoulders are on both sides of Martin Road, inside and outside the base, and all the way. There's paved shoulders make great bike lanes. We wish we had more of them. I really wish that Gate 1 on Martin Road East, which traditionally served many bike commuters from South Huntsville, was more accessible for bike commuting. Ever since 2019, when RSA bike policy was amended to restrict bikes from all of Rideout Road and the office section of Martin Road, the guards at Gate 1 have prevented bike commuters from entering Martin Road after 6 a.m., even though there's an 8-foot shoulder all the way in, and the bikes can easily avoid the office section between Patton and Rideout. So maybe the Gate 1 bike restrictions can be lifted soon. But I'm here to tell everyone about the 19th annual Tour de Arsenal. The returns Tuesday, 23 May at 1700 or 5 p.m. It's a bicycle ride that I've led annually. It's a free ride that begins at the Marshall Activity Center next to the gym on Digney Road. So it's truly a tour of Redstone. We start there and we go south and we get a great view of the new buildings of the FBI expansion. And then we'll cruise through the NASA East Terrace area by the old Saturn 1B T-Tower, and there's the Saturn V dynamic test stand. You'll be able to ride real close to that. And then we head south on the closed section of Dodd Road in through TA1. And this is the only time most of us will ever see that part of Redstone is by bike on the Tour de Arsenal. So we visit the west area down the Tennessee River where the NASA barge dock is located, and the tour then follows Buxton East as far as riders would like. Many of them just turn north on Patton Road, but some go a little further and see the drop tower and return on Redstone Road past all the new solar panel fields. The tour returns on Patton, and it passes over Martin Road and then turns on Neal Road, where the riders can then experience the newly paved Redstone bike path, the bike ped path, we call it. I bike on it. People walk on it too. It's really nice. We take that nearly all the way back to the start, and except for one jog through the MDA parking lot. When they built the Von Braun complex, they put it right on top of the east-west part of the bike path. And so I've always wished that someone would put a couple of ramps on and off the trail on the east and west side of the MDA South parking lot, so that it would make it a little easier to bike more directly across there. So I tell you, bring your bike to work this Tuesday and join the 19th annual Tour de Arsenal bike ride. It'll be 5 p.m. after work, May 23rd, 1700. All bikes and riders are welcome. It's a pretty flat ride, 18 to 24 miles, depending upon your route you take. And everyone rides at their own pace. Take your time. I've led this ride for over 20 years. We missed the last couple of years due to the pandemic. But since I'm kind of old now and getting ready to retire, I'm really hoping there will be a way for this popular event to continue annually, even after I retire next year. So I'm hope that MWR or somebody can pick it up. It's Not that hard to run.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jenny. I really appreciate it, and hope everybody does have a great time doing the bike ride. It's a safe one.
I hope so too. I hope so too.
Speaking of safety, it is getting kind of hot out here, and we've got a lot of other events on top of bike safety and a lot of other areas. So we've asked Mr. Carter to come out here and to share some of the great safety events that we need to have for the next couple months as we go into this hot season. So welcome, Charlie.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone, and thank you for inviting me, Colonel. June and July is historically the deadliest month of the Army off-duty mishaps. Private motor vehicles are particularly prevalent during July. The Army lost 104 soldiers and 2 DA civilians to fatalities, more than were lost in FY20. That is too many. As the Colonel said earlier, we need everyone on the team after your summer holiday activities. These are a few tips to keep you safe this season. Spend time in the air conditioning. Okay, it's hot out here. If you spend time in Alabama, everyone knows it can get excess of 100 degrees here. Air conditioning, it cools the air. Okay, fan, it's okay, but nothing's better than good old AC. All right, 2, drink plenty of water. I can't over-express the importance of drinking water. Okay, even when you're not thirsty. Dehydration can sneak up on you very quickly. Avoid strenuous activity. If you do strenuous activity, do it during the coolest part of the day, between 4 and 7. Keep shades down and blinds closed. Keeps lights down low and turned off. Also avoid alcohol and caffeine. As we all know, this can dehydrate you quicker. All right? Once again, never, ever leave children or pets in your vehicle for any amount of time. A car can heat up in excess of 140 to 190 degrees quickly. So, once again, never leave your children or pets in a car. And it's illegal, by the way. Okay, wear loose-fitting clothing. Lightweight, light colors, reflect heat. Dark clothing will take it in. All right, when you're out there on the water, personal watercraft, a lot of us have boats, we have jet skis, etc. I know a lot of watercraft, jet skis. People like to have fun, but there are dangers that's inherent with that. Collisions with other boats, stationary objects like docks or rocks. Look out for shallow water out there. Number 1 cause of watercraft injuries. Please follow some safety tips to stay safe with your personal watercraft. Wear your life jacket. Number 1 thing. Okay, standing up in a boat is extremely dangerous. You fall out of a boat, you can't swim if you're knocked out, if you're unconscious. Okay, alcohol impairs your ability to make quick decisions, which is critical when operating something as fast and maneuverable as a personal watercraft. And number 3, please ride defensively. Keep your head on the swivel, especially on holiday weekends. Know the area before you take personal watercraft out, as rocks and sandbars and submerged pilings can cause serious damage and injuries. Stay safe out there and have a great day. Enjoy your summer. Sergeant Major.
Thanks a lot, Charlie. I appreciate it. Out there trying to change the safety game, so get after it. Keep the team safe. Anyone who lives on the installation will know our next guest, Miss Brittany Morrison. She is the Community Director of Redstone Communities. Brittany.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me. Currently, Redstone does have a 12 to 18-month wait list for anyone other than our active duty service members as we ramp up for our PCS season here. We are still accepting applications to be added to our wait list, but we just wanted to get the word out there that we do have an extensive wait list at this time. We do have a few policy reminders we just want to get out. Just a reminder on our pet policies. We do have breed restrictions on the base. We do require animals to always be on leash and for our residents to pick up after their animals. So please, if you feel anybody's not abiding by those rules, let us know so that way we can handle that. RVs and campers are not allowed to be parked or stored at the homes for over 24 hours. Again, we do weekly drive-bys of the property, just checking for violations. So we want to send out out these reminders. We do offer limited lawn care maintenance, which does not include the flower beds or fenced-in areas, but a reminder that we do provide lawn mowers up at our self-help. It's absolutely free from 3 to 4, Monday through Friday, up at our shop, maintenance shop, and that's just located right next to the Fox Army. So you can go up there and get you a lawn mower and borrow that. And then speed on property is 15 miles an hour. Just a reminder to just please slow down and pay attention for the safety of all of our residents. We do have a couple fun events coming up. First one being our Redstone Spring-O Bingo this Friday. So that's going to be in the office starting at 4, going until 5:30. We have lots of great prizes to give away, so we're super excited about that. So join us in the office for some fun bingo. And then we have our blood drive coming up on June 1st. That's open to everyone. It's from 10 to 2. You can sign up in advance or you can show up and they can try to fit you in. But that will be at our office from 10 to 2 on June 1st. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Well, it looks like Challenger Bingo is going to have a rough night ahead of them on Friday, so we'll see how that pans out. If Hunt's going to put the business to the test, so we'll see. Hey, so Brittany, you bring up a great point. Just a reminder, we did this when we talked about in August, September. Schools are coming back out into session at that point in time. We're going to start seeing the increase of buses. Well, now we're at the end of the school year. Just be very aware of your traffic and your speeds in the housing area because now the kids are home.
Yes.
We will see a lot more on the playground, outside doing bicycling and playing sports. So please monitor the traffic. The weather is nice. We're starting to see a lot more people out there with their pets walking. So, if you're a resident, please make sure you wear the appropriate clothing. But at the same time, if you're a driver, kind of in the defensive nature, make sure we're just paying attention to the crowds and the people that are out there. So please be aware of that. So, but yep, thanks for sharing that information, Brittany. So.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. All right. So speaking of also this big move that Brittany talked about with PCS season and people transitioning out, we do have one important guest today, Ms. Sherry Majors, here to talk about spouse employment because that is a unique but very, very important opportunity for a lot of spouses to come in and want to make sure that they are good to go when they arrive and have an opportunity to continue to progress in their profession just as much as we do in every other thing. So, Sherry, over to you.
Thank you, Colonel, Sergeant Major. Again, my name is Sherry Major. It's an honor to be here today with you guys, and I am coming from Army Community Services. And you're right, PCS moves for military spouses can be extremely difficult. That's one of the chief complaints we're finding going for military spouses finding employment as they move from place to place. And so I'd like to share what employment readiness and ACS has to offer to our military spouses and our community that's out there. We provide several services for our military spouses to assist with this challenge. Several of our services are the one-on-one career coaching. We provide job searching strategies, resume review, and also mock interviews. Just to mention a couple of the things that we provide. Actually, last Monday, I actually met with an active duty military spouse and provided her with support on education resources and resources that are offered here in the Huntsville area. She found them extremely helpful. Many of our spouses have shared that individual support aided them in navigating the resources and the educational opportunities here. One of the most requested services I provide are the mock interviews. It's always helpful to practice interviewing before your actual interview. The mock interviews have led to over 6 spouses gaining willful employment both in the federal service and our local community. We also offer a comprehensive federal employment workshop for those seeking first-time employment in the federal service and for those that are looking for their next promotion. The workshop covers building a USA profile, understanding the job announcement, your grade and series, along with federal resume writing and resume review. For those who attended the workshop have shared with me their success by being selected for an interview, requested references, and even offered a federal and NAF position. The workshop is offered once a month, every third Wednesday, and open to military spouses, veterans, civilians, and contractors. Our next workshop will be June 21st. So if you'd like to register, please call our ACS office at 256-876-5397. Every participant will actually receive Kathy Troutman's Education Job Seekers Guide. So I hope to see everyone in our in-person workshop. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Sherry, that's great information, and please spread the word out there to look at these opportunities out here, because this is great resources for everybody. We want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to feel comfortable coming in and be successful as they continue to look at their careers and just being part of the Redstone community. So thank you for all the
Absolutely. Thank you,
resources.
sir.
Thank you. So just the other half, which is the third part of the family, which is just as important, is our kids. So with us today, we've got Ms. Tamika Smith-Grant from our Child and Youth Services to talk a little bit about our child care programs, and let us know what we got.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I am super stoked and excited to get the news out for those that don't know, and to put the news out for those that do know. There are accredited after-school programs here on Redstone Arsenal. And we have a school-age program, which myself, Tamika Grant, is a director, and we also have a middle school teen program, which is directed by Ms. Janine Bailey. Now, one of the first questions that's always asked is, who do we render services to? Our services are for all military-connected families, if it's DoD civilian, contractors, retirees. As long as you have access to the post, our services are for you. Now, our school-age program is for grades kindergarten through 5th grade, and then our middle school teen program is 6th grade through 12th grade. Now, we offer so many different services, but the main service that accommodates a lot of our families is that we have an actual shuttle bus program. We literally pick up from Huntsville City, Madison City, and Madison County schools. Our shuttle buses go to a variety of schools and bring them on post to our accredited, safe, fun, full of life skills programs. And just to give a little bit about our programming, our after-school programs are we provide hourly care. We also provide school out days. So when you have those e-learning days, we're helping with homeschool homework assistance. Also for those weather days, those days where the school, as long as it is on the calendar, we are open. Major breaks when it comes to fall break, spring break. We're gearing down for summer camp registration, but we also have summer camp break. Majority of those breaks are free as long as you're already a part of the after-school program. Summer camp is different because we provide so many other different services. Even our middle school teen program, I have to say this because a lot of people don't know that our middle school teen program is free. It's actually open rec from 1 p.m. to 6:30, and they do so many different activities with the children. It comes with health and fitness, arts and crafts, youth of the year, where we give our children an opportunity to become leaders within the community. And they do different types of services. Of course, they have to keep their grades up, but they're learning leadership, and it goes from state to national to, we've had so many different children succeed in this area when it comes to middle school teen. So we're not just an opportunity of socializing for our children, but we also give opportunities of career success, homework education success, but as well as building life skills. When it comes to those life skills, even with the school-age program, we have clubs that are partnered with Boys and Girls Club of America, as well as 4-H. And just to name off a few of those clubs, we teach STEM. We have a lot of science and technology clubs. We have fine arts clubs. A lot of our fine arts are actually entered into our state and national exhibits when it comes to Boys and Girls Club of America. We also have cooking clubs. We have sports and fitness clubs. We teach the children how to play chess. There's so many different life skill opportunities that we give them. Video games, not so quite. They can do that at home. We want to give them opportunities to do things that they don't normally get the chance to do. And so we are encouraging parents, if you didn't know we were here on Redstone, we're here, and we are registering now for the new school year. As the school year starts in August, we're trying to get the building filled up. I have a motto, your babies are our babies until they're your babies again. And we provide so many, even family events as well, which I like to call mandated family time. But the children have fun. It's a safe place to be. It's not just a place where they sit and hang out, but we truly, truly pay attention to our children, which I truly believe is very well needed in these days. So if you have any questions, how do I get my child registered? How do I get my child on a bus? Excellent question. All you have to do is reach out to our CYS Parent Central office. The number is 276-876-3704. You can also call the school age program or the middle school teen program directly. Once again, my name is Tamika Grant, and the middle school teen director is Janine Bailey. We are truly, truly hoping to hear from you and answer any other questions that you may have. Look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tamika. Really appreciate it. I mean, if you have kids and you're not utilizing those services, you're definitely missing out. So highly encourage you get your kids over there. Phenomenal resource. Over the past few weeks, we've received questions about civil servant retiree ID cards and getting access to the installation. We're going to have Mr. Brian Reinwald, our Chief of Security, to come up here and put out what the DoD is doing.
Are you getting them? Oh, Glenn's got it.
So Glenn's got it. All right, sweet. We're switching it up. But also, I just want to kind of hit on some of the weapons challenges. So there's been a lot of challenges we've had, reference people trying to bring weapons on the installation. The reality for that is it's not allowed on a federal installation. If you do have weapons and you want to bring them on post, you have to register them. But I think Brian will touch on that later.
I can touch on that, yes.
Awesome. I got that one right. I'd mess that
once
one
Glenn
up, so.
talks about the
Here you go, Glenn. It's all you.
Well, good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Sergeant Major.
Good morning.
Myself and Mr. Weinwald, we're going to tag team on this
Okay.
one here, okay? Good morning, everyone. September 17th of February, the Undersecretary of Defense sent a memo out stating that effective immediately, civilian retiree military ID cards issuance has been terminated. So the One Stop will not be issuing those cards anymore. Now, if you have an ID card or that civilian military retiree ID card, it is effective until 31 August. Once that has passed, it is terminated and it will not be reissued. Now, for those of you that are preparing to retire or you want to know what can you do to get access, well, this is what you can do. You can take a copy of your SF-50, your Notification of Personnel Action form, and take it to the visitor center. I also have a valid driver's license, and you will get issuance ID card there. Now, Mr. Weinwald, he will tell you the process once you have visit the visitor center.
Good morning. So as Mr. Reese said, the civilian retiree ID card, if you've got one in possession and it hasn't already expired, we will accept those at our gate up until 31 August of this year. Between now and then, though, if you don't have an ID card or you're just getting ready to retire, if you come down to our visitor center outside Gate 9 with your SF-50 showing that you are a retiree and your state-issued driver's license, we will conduct a background investigation, and then we will register your driver's license into our AIE system so that you would utilize your driver's license as your access credential to get onto the installation. In addition, we will issue you a paper pass. The paper pass is kind of a backup system in case our scanners go down at the gate. That paper pass has your photo and all your information on it and the dates that you authorize access to the installation. So it's a way for my guards to know that you've been granted access in case our scanners happen to be down for maintenance or something at the time that you come through our gate. So that's pretty much the process for civilian retirees. It's fairly simple. Just come down and my team will hook you up and get you where you can come on to the installation. I do want to address what Sergeant Major brought up in reference to weapons on the installation. So back in January, the state of Alabama came out with a law that allowed individuals to carry personally owned weapons without a permit. Unfortunately, that is a state law. We are a federal installation, and that law does not apply on Redstone Arsenal. So just a reminder, please do not bring your firearms through our gates onto the installation. There are reasons why you could legally bring them on if you're coming on to hunt or to go to a range, but those weapons must be registered on the installation through our law enforcement branch at the police station. And if you need more information on that, you can contact me at 876-6815, and I can get you the proper steps for getting those registered.
All right.
Sir?
Hey, so one other note here, as Sergeant Major and Brian have talked about, please help us monitor this weapons issue. In the last month, we've had several people have either turned away from the gate, or we've actually had to apprehend a couple people who've brought a large amount of weapons on the garrison that were just not allowed on the installation period. And good kudos for our guards for doing the right things, make sure we're all staying protected, but we just ask that you got to spread the word out there. I know sometimes people can easily forget, but it's always a good thing just to kind of do the PMCS of your ride to the garrison, make sure that's one of the items you check, make sure you haven't forgotten. So please make sure you're good to go there. But hey, thanks Brian and Glenn for that information. So what do we got next, Sergeant Major?
Oh no, they messed me up on my flow. So.
All right, I think we're off to talk about morale and welfare.
We should have Miss Stephanie Stone. Don't give them no insight on the Sergeant Major Challenge, right?
Oh, I am.
Okay, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going to tell them, your input on that.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having MWR. Just have a few events that we want to go over that are coming up. First, we're having a kickoff party at our Goss Road pool, outdoor pool, on May 26th. The pool officially opens on May 27th, so I encourage you to come out on May 26th. It's $5 for active duty, $7 for all others. But the party will be held. We'll have from 3 to 6. We'll have swimming, pizza, prizes, and it's just a lot of fun. You'll be able to purchase pool passes as well if you come to the kickoff party. In addition, like I said, the pool opens on May 26th or 27th officially, and the season runs from May to September. The operating hours are Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. To utilize the Goss Road outdoor pool, you can purchase a daily pass or a season pass. In addition, we'll be offering summer swim lessons for ages 3 to 12, with the first session beginning June 5th through 16th. You can register for the first session beginning May 29th. There are a total of 4 swim lesson sessions to complete. The cost is $85 for active duty or $120 for all others. For more information on the pools or any events related to the pools, please call 256-313-1200. Next, I'm going to talk about the CSM Challenge, which is May 31st. This is our 5th annual Command Sergeant Major Challenge. It'll be held from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. at Vincent Park. This will incorporate a 3-mile jog from Vincent Park up Matkin Mountain, and there will be 8 obstacles to complete on the way up and on the way back. I believe Command Sergeant Major has come up with his own obstacles that we'll incorporate.
Definitely.
But this is always a fun, free event and a great way to get a good workout before your workday begins. We also have Fleet Feet as a sponsor this year, and we will be giving away 2 $25 gift cards, as well as some other goodies.
So you know everybody's going to sprint up the mountain now because of that.
Exactly. We have a babysitter's class that we're offering, that Child Youth Services is offering. So if you have a teenager age 13 to 18 who's interested in babysitting, sorry, lost my place there. They can become a certified babysitter and be first aid and CPR certified. Registration is open now through June 2nd. And for more information or to register, you can call 256-876-3704. CYS Youth Sports has pickleball registration, which is open now, and this is for ages 8 to 17. Registration for pickleball is open through June 5th, and play begins June 13th. It'll run through the end of July. The cost is $60, but includes your uniform as well. For more information or to register for pickleball, call 256-876-3704. The Redstone MWR Library is hosting a summer reading kickoff on June 3rd. This is from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Readers in the summer reading program are welcome to attend, and there will be a variety of crafts connected to the summer reading theme, which is Find Your Voice. If you're not already enrolled in the summer reading program, it's not too late. This started in May, but it's ongoing. And like I said, the program doesn't end till July 29th, so I encourage you to join now. And you can call 876-4741. Now to talk about Free Fishing Day, which is coming up on June 10th. Outdoor Recreation is hosting Free Fishing Day from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Carroll D. Hudson Recreation Area. This is the one day of the year where fishing is permitted in Alabama waterways without a fishing license being required. Outdoor Recreation will provide worms and a free cookout at lunch while supplies last. And you can call them at 256-876-4868 for more information on free fishing. On that same day, Command Sergeant Major mentioned this early, on June 10th, we will be celebrating the 248th birthday for the Army. And like he said, this is at Redstone Gateway. I won't go into too much because he shared a lot of information already on that. Yeah, you stole my thunder. That's okay. But I will mention that he's mentioned the Cruise and Car Show. This is a family-friendly event. It's open to everyone. It's free to attend. It's right outside the gates. We'll have inflatables for the kids, inflatable games, a bounce house. In addition, like you said, while the car show is going on, you can vote for your favorite car. There are awards and prizes for first, second, and third place. And we'll have a local band, Bucked Up, playing, as well as DJ Slim Rob, right before the firework finale. So like I said, the Gateway restaurants will be open. We'll also have food trucks and the craft vendors. So it's a lot of fun, and we invite the community to celebrate the Army birthday with us. And thank you for your time.
Thanks, Stephanie. I just want to clarify one thing. So the CSM Challenge, that's open to everybody, correct?
That is open to Team Redstone.
Okay, so if you work on Team Redstone or Equal Opportunity Challenge, come get some. Thank you very much, Stephanie. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, so team, I just want to remind everybody that starting today, the commissary is having their spring sidewalk sale. It ends on 20 May. And then again, I've already hit on the Sergeant Major Challenge quite a few times, but join me on 31 May for that. Our Facebook Live town halls are monthly, and we'll update on when our next one will be in July or August. Tell us who you want us to have as a special guest. Because our biggest thing as we've been doing these things is getting feedback from you guys so we can help shape it as we go forward, right? And we require that feedback. And if you haven't noticed, the feedback we have received, we've tried to action to the best of our ability to make it a better place for the community. So we need that feedback. That's what drives us to make change. So please provide it. Again, like I said, it's your town hall. We have over 70 organizations here on Redstone. Like the Colonel always says, some of them only have 2 or 3 people, but regardless of that, you matter, your input matters, and we need it. But I think really that concludes this outside of questions.
Yeah, there's a few questions we got to answer, so we want to take a few minutes. We do appreciate everybody hanging in there. This has been a long town hall, but we have a lot of great information, especially as we start looking into the summer months. We want to make sure everybody's going to have a great and safe and summer this week or this year, and look forward to seeing everybody out there. Before I do questions, I did want to mention that this is actually the National Police Week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I know it is a Thursday, but if you have an opportunity to say hello to our police officers and also our gate, wish them a thank you for their service. Hopefully you're not getting a ticket when you tell the policeman that you're having a great day and thanks for their service. But if you do, just let them know you appreciate what they're doing, keeping us safe each and every day, and just thank you for their service because it is very, very important. So, all right, so a couple questions here that came up through. One, talking about my husband come and have lunch with me. He's a contractor. Again, if he's a DOD card holder from retiree, then he's more can get on the installation. All right. Woo! And then, but if not, then he can also go to the visitor center and get a rec pass, and that's gonna be great to have them come on the base as well. All right, we do have a couple of questions here reference to gates. I think we've kind of highlighted that most of our gates are open now. We still are trying to maneuver around what gates we can keep open later. Really, a lot of it is just manpower. A lot of it is just the flow of how we see the workforce and where we can accommodate people coming to work each and every day. We've made great strides in Gate 10, especially on that side of the installation. We'll look at the other gates as well. But really, we're really constricted about the Monday through Friday where we receive a lot of our workforce on there. And we'll continue to message that as well. All right, so one of the questions is, I get a visitor pass on Saturday? Unfortunately, no, you cannot. If you want a visitor's pass, you have to hit it Monday through Friday at the Gate 9 Visitor Center. I think 7:30 to 3. Yep, 07 to 1500 on Monday through Friday. Come down here and get your rec pass. Unfortunately, that's not very feasible. However, if you are riding with a trusted passenger in your vehicle and they have an ID card, you should be able to get on the base on the weekends. They may still ask you for your driver's license for a check just to make sure, but I think you should be good to go there. All right, let's see. All right, so the last question here we have is, a lot of it's been, everybody had a question about what we've been doing for the last couple of weeks. We've been doing an assessment for our workforce to do a 100% ID check, and we really do appreciate everybody's support in that. I know it may be a little bit frustrating for a lot of our family members or people visiting the installation, but it is key for us to continue to look at how we are progressing. I will say that we're going to do this again in June here in a couple weeks, and it's really just to do an assessment. So please support that activity, and really in the end, it's a bit beneficial for all of us as we move forward. And then I think the last one here. Oh wait a minute, this is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I was not aware of this today, but FBI put a watch out for this. Or I don't know if that's really FBI or not, but Fred is our range gator on TA6. All right, let's see. Apparently he takes a stroll down there every day.
Yeah.
All right, so if you see a gator on the installation, just avoid the gators, leave them alone. Call the Garrison in some form or fashion. We do have a game warden on the installation by the name of Kelly. You can contact him through the police station. If you happen to see them, he will let us know. He'll go out and try to assess. But the only thing we ask is leave them alone, stay away from them, just like most of the wildlife here, and we will go from there. Do not provoke him or anything like that, because the last thing we want is you to have to go to the hospital for missing fingers or something like that. So please just keep your eyes open. This is summertime. A lot of people are walking. You will probably see an increase in insects and snakes and other areas out there. So just avoid them. Try to stay away from them, and everything will be happy with that. So, but other than that, I think we rocked it this time.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good information. Welcome to the another year of summertime in Alabama. It's going to be hot. Please be safe. Enjoy the pools. Enjoy the activities we have planned for you. We just look forward to the next time, and especially what's coming up here next week for Memorial Day, and then also what's happening here in June for the Army celebration. So we look forward to it. Hope to see you out and about, and please take care and have a great Team Redstone day at the golf course. Thank you.